started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas A&M's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first down.
They end this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. The play action fake. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Hunt is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So Florida's offense will go to work for the first time today. Leaves it with the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
That's caught. It's Miller. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I'll I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot.
He's loose down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch down the right side. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Lee to throw. Snagged out of the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting this defense on alert early.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. Inside the 25. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Looking to throw. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Florida! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense
thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the ground with the counter. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the right. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Man, it's so important for the punt team to do a good job, stay in your lanes, make sure you stay home. You can tell the speed and the angles didn't line up. The punt returner breaks it off for a big gain.
Lee takes to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Gators have this offense rolling. Got his man quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lee to throw. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Pulls it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida! Fit it in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Enough time for one final play of the half. Lee takes to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They go to the draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gators line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Clark. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out. zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Finds his tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got his man downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off play action. Got a man, it's Miller. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lee to throw. Looking to buy time. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Makes the catch. It's Collins. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
22 water.
Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Just keeps swinging it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Military stun.
Looking to throw on first down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and get that fast dude on the ground.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because...
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense under.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the Sunday. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in certain...